going to try and speak with as much freaking brain fog that I have after eating the fattest lunch ever. I had like 1.5 chicken quesadillas and like 2 smoothies because I got an Uber Eats order. And I usually do fasted lunch so I don't get this freaking digesting my food, needing to take a food coma nap brain fog. By the way, that is a massive productivity hack. Freaking fast if you want to actually get shit done midday, because look at my eyes, bro. Like, I'm actually about to fall asleep. There are certain things you can't just like brute force with your body, and one of them is digesting food. It's like so true. I'm gonna be feeling foggy for the next hour, I just know. But that being said, like, a lot of times we will be feeling this freaking fogginess. Do it, especially when you feel really ugly and bloated and tired. Because with content creation, you're pretty much never going to feel like presentable. Only like 1% of the time. And I don't feel presentable right now. Like, I'm still digesting my food. I feel like shit. But like, if you can train yourself to be able to show up during these times where you really don't want to, then when you actually feel like you want to, this shit comes easy, right? 90% of the days, especially with content creation, because it's so unconventional, you're like, I don't want to film right now, bro. I look so stupid, right? And with anything else in the world, dude, you're talking like the most... I've talked to like such like successful entrepreneurs making way more money than me. The one thing they don't want to do is show up in front of a camera, bro. So like, trust me when I say this shit is difficult. And it's a really weird niche skill set that 99% of people are just gonna be like, what the fuck are you doing, bro? Like, you look like an idiot and this is like so pointless. But the few people who do understand that personal branding is one of the most valuable assets in the modern age, they're going to agree with the exact same sentiment that most days that you show up on camera, you're going to watch it over and be like, what the actual shit did I just put out? I look like an idiot. I look like I'm about to fall asleep. I sound like I'm going to fall asleep. I don't make sense half the time, and I'm not providing value. Why would anybody want to watch me? I'm so useless. And you have to realize, yes, that's probably not 100% false. Like, okay, you could have been better on camera. You could have been more interesting. You could have talked more clearly. You could have been hyper caffeinated and like all these freaking things. But like, nobody cares, one. And two, that's a lot of imposter syndrome speaking. Okay? You're going to tell yourself every single reason not to show up on camera. You have to realize that is pure resistance, and that is purely your mind spewing bullshit to you that you're not good enough. But it's oftentimes still worth it to show up on camera for 2 reasons. The first one, right? The whole value thing. I'm not good enough. I'm not providing enough value in my videos. So what's the point? Why would anybody watch me? You have to understand that you are an expert to anybody. Or anybody can be an expert to someone. Sorry, I butchered that quote. Anybody is an expert to somebody. Let me repeat that. It is actually better that you are not the most perfect human being in the world. Because if you were the most perfect human being in the world, then you wouldn't be relatable as a teacher either. The fact that I am a college student, the fact that I'm only 20, the fact that I'm also a little bit like weird and disorganized makes me a more interesting content creator. And it's the shit that I am uncomfortable to talk about on camera. Like, oh, what makes me qualified to talk about entrepreneurship? I'm not qualified. But then, like, who the fuck makes up these qualifications anyways to talk on the internet? Nobody does. They're societal constructs. It's like, it's the same concept of talking to somebody, talking to a stranger. Oh, I'm too ugly, and oh, like, I'm too, like, unconfident, I'm too socially anxious. They're gonna, like, catch my stupid anxious body language. Like, who the fuck cares, bro? Do you need somebody else's permission to talk? Like, think about how silly that sounds if you really just sit down with it. It's like, whose permission are you asking for? Are you asking for a fucking black belt in content creation before you can actually put yourself out there? You get the black belt in content creation. You get the black belt in business. You get the black belt in talking to strangers and like going to the gym after you show up tired and stupid and weak and bad at it 1,000,000 times. Like, that is just the reality of it. And today is one of those days I really wanted to film and catch myself in this state of feeling really groggy and feeling really shitty, because I put out a video today and I watched it. It's an Instagram reel and TikTok, and I watched it and I was like, wow, I look so chubby. Oh my God. All this working out and all this caloric deficit shit did not come in handy today, because I just ate lunch and I really felt bloated and my cheeks kind of looked like this, and I was like, ugh, I can't believe I put it out there. But then I remember this like very simple truth is that like nobody gives a fuck, bro. Nobody's gonna flying fuck about my insecurities, dude. All they care about is like, was this valuable content? No, then they won't watch it and they'll scroll. Was it valuable content? Then they'll follow and they'll see you, and it gets pushed out more by the algorithm. So like, just show up tired, because there is no downside to putting it out. If it's a bad fucking video, nobody's gonna see it. like, nobody's gonna see this video, right? Nobody's gonna see the first 30 YouTube videos, 100 YouTube videos that I post, and I am completely fine with that. I think I will gain the traction on this YouTube channel that I deserve when I actually deserve it, when I actually am good enough a communicator, when I actually have coherent enough and cohesive enough of communication styles to be able to deliver information. But until then, I will be cringe. I will be shitted at talking. I will stumble over my words. I will be really brain foggy and look super tired, and that probably won't change actually in the future. But like, this is the process of getting better at it. It's chill. It's okay if it sucks. So show up when you're groggy and tired, because you're probably subconsciously looking for any reason not to do it, and your brain is tricking you with every single reason to tell you that you're not good enough. But you have to understand that you will never make any steps forward if you do not show up on the days that you feel groggy, you feel chubby, you feel bloated, you feel stupid, you feel unconfident. Just throw yourself onto the camera and press that button, and then press the other button to upload on whatever platform, and then do it a bunch of times. Do it tired. You'll get used to it as well, and you'll feel less uncomfortable with it. I'm about to end the video. Thank you guys. Like and subscribe if you want. If you don't, that's okay too. Peace.